If you're into engineering, AI, and how technology is reshaping careers, hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is all about that, and today's topic is a perfect example of why you should be paying attention. So there's this big debate going on right now. Can AI agents actually be trusted to do real work? Or are they just glorified autocomplete machines that hallucinate half the time? And honestly, that's a fair question. We've all seen it. You ask an AI to write some code, it looks great, you run it, and it blows up in your face. Or it gives you a confident answer that's just completely wrong. So yeah, people are skeptical, I get it. But then NASA goes ahead and lets an AI plan a drive on Mars. And suddenly that conversation gets a lot more interesting. In December 2025, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory used Claude, Anthropic's AI model, to plan the route for the Perseverance Rover on the Martian surface. And this wasn't some sandbox test in a lab. This was the real deal. Real rover, real Mars, real rocks that could end a billion-dollar mission if you mess up. Here's why this matters. When you're driving a rover on Mars, you can't just use a joystick. There's a 20-minute delay on signals between Earth and Mars, so you have to plan the entire route in advance, point by point, what they call a breadcrumb trail, and then send it and hope everything goes well. Normally, human operators spend hours doing this. They analyze orbital images, check camera feeds, model over 500,000 variables to simulate what could go wrong. It's incredibly tedious and high stakes at the same time. One bad move and your rover is stuck in a sand trap forever. That's literally what happened to the Spirit rover back in 2009. So what did Claude do? It analyzed overhead images, wrote commands in Rover Markup Language, which is this custom XML-based language made specifically for Mars rovers, and then plotted the waypoints for about 400 meters of driving. It even critiqued its own work and revised the route before submitting it. When the JPL engineers reviewed it, they only had to make minor adjustments. The plan was sent to Mars and the rover drove the path successfully. Now, is this perfect? No. And it shouldn't be treated like it is. There are absolutely improvements that need to happen over the next few years. AI agents still hallucinate, they still make mistakes, they still need human oversight for anything truly critical. But here's what I want you to take away from this. If an AI can plan a rover drive on another planet, a task that requires spatial reasoning, domain-specific knowledge, code generation in a niche programming language, and self-correction, then what does that tell you about where things are heading? It tells you that lines of code are getting cheaper, fast. The value is shifting. It's not about writing code anymore. It's about knowing what to build, understanding the problem domain, making architectural decisions, and knowing how to validate and supervise AI outputs. And this doesn't just apply to software engineering. Look at what NASA did. They took years of accumulated driving expertise, fed it to Claude through context, and the AI was able to replicate what trained operators do in a fraction of the time. JPL estimates it cut route planning time in half. That pattern is going to repeat everywhere. Science, engineering, medicine, finance. The people who understand how to leverage these tools while still knowing enough to catch the mistakes, those are the ones who will thrive. So yeah, there are real limitations. There's real work to be done. AI agents are not ready to run autonomously without guardrails, and honestly, they might never be, at least not for high-stakes decisions. But don't let the debate about hallucinations blind you to what's actually happening right now. An AI just helped drive a rover on Mars, the same AI people use to draft emails and build apps. That's not hype. That's not a demo. That happened. And if you're a software engineer, or really any kind of engineer, and you're not paying attention to this shift, you're going to get left behind. It's not about being replaced, it's about evolving your skills to match where the industry is going. 400 meters on Mars. It's just one lap around a track, but it's the start of something much bigger. If this kind of content resonates with you, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I put out videos on engineering, AI tools, and the skills that actually matter in this new era. I'll see you in the next one.